Coach, thanks. It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Alert! Hey, Hayward!
Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check. Hurry! Up. Hurry! 52 right here. 52. Hey, check.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, exit. Where's 52? Hurry! 52's the mic. Watch the run. They're running.
Mayfield on first down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. For a Cincinnati score. Not the longest kick return, but it counts all the same as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were
and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
61, matchbox lights. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 13.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
Hurry!
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Alert! General West! Hurry!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
You draw quarters. Hurry!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Dalton. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it. And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Real. 52's the mic, right? Hurry! I got it!
On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check 9, check 9. Run. Check 25, check 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot. My touch.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Mayfield's pass intended for Jarvis Landry. Incomplete.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
14.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 10.
Tight ends on the loose. Tight ends on the
26-yard
loose.
line.
Four down. Regular. Hey, Echo.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Right 52, right 52. Night, sweetheart.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, Charlie. 52. Hurry. Pick me up. Here we go. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Oh, God.
Mayfield now. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 3rd down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
3rd and long for Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
65.
And Dalton to throw. He completes it to Boyd. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 36, Dalton Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mike 52 right here. 52. Cut. Mike 52. Real. Where's 52?
Following the interception, Mayfield. And the catch made by Johnson. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
No game on this defense, no game. 5-2's the Mike.
Mayfield to throw it. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here you go, 368. 368. Hey, orbit. Check.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before break. Dalton, he's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Heads up. Lean. Heavy. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up. Nice.
To throw on 3rd down. Dalton. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Love. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something.
This is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They run it again with Chubb. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hurry! 52. 5. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Run.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hurry! Let's get it. Regular. Hey, team 6. 52.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Wahoo! Hurry! Target!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Bengals have recovered it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Dalton now to pass. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Moss. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Browns 14, Bengals 13.
Move.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Dalton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Dalton here from the gun. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down, Anderson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Anderson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Bullock's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The throw right sideline here is complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Back to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Alert! Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Pick it up. Hurry. Save.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
180. Too little. Alert.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 24. Check 4. He's checking. Crash. Hurry. Shift.
A give running right is Chubb. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Hurry. Up. Go. 52. Here we go. Hurry.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Cleveland, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.